so we start the day. Right, we've got the loud bike to erection, we've got the Lyrico van. I need to get out to mention today's problems. I can't even get to fucking say yesterday's problems where they're fucking hammering this fucking action against me. Well, firstly, it's a sunny day, so if we just go back to last night, if I can, I've just got to go somewhere to do this because the government are stopping me doing it with all this corrupt fucking force, fucking hectic against me. Right, so I was burning up with energy weapons for 7 hours last night. Yesterday, 7 hours, and I'm being told that I'm trying to go down and visit a place or stay down a place where I can rape a child. Well, that's not the case. It's these energy weapons that are forcing me to go to wherever it is they want me to go to stop me staying there by using energy weapons to put me down as a child rapist. And also we had a discussion where the Washington White House government in America, in Pennsylvania, would be blown to fucking pieces if anyone in America is single and tries asking me if I'm single. That's the next thing that was said. So we got red van being timed. Right, so the next thing after that is there was about 300 threats between this morning and last night, anything to smash me in, to inject me with HIV, and to say if you don't go down on the floor in a fist fight, that a knife will be smashed in your face to finish the fucking fight and being injected with HIV. But that's a coward substance. So if it's rougher than that, it's usually stuff like weed killer, rat poison, brake fluid, and bleach, or whatever else that can kill you on the spot, or even snake venom. But snake venom is not usually mentioned because it's an expensive way of doing it, which does exactly the same as what the others do, which I just mentioned. So then we've had a load of loud bikes to erections, a couple of animal voice sounds. So I woke up this morning, and there's beefy, crisp smells everywhere. That was occurring last night as well. And at 10:15 a.m, someone slammed a door, and I was being burnt by energy weapons, which I'm suspicious of as a magnetron taken out of a microwave aimed at the wall. But I don't exactly know what it is that's causing it. And then obviously when I come out, we have the Lyrico van, as I mentioned, and the 9 times loud bike time to erection before that. Right, so I'm on the phone trying to contact the emergency service to explain the burning problem, and all I'm getting is spit coughing at me, sneezing in my face, coughed over, grey sexual time, black and blues car time, people started with me, included, that's recorded by the way, and basically car trying to smash into me, red car, swerving in the back area thinking there's nobody there, Sicko being stabbed, Zimmer frame time, text, cell call. And then obviously a cell call starts nearest to me on the bus, and I have to move on top of that while I'm on the phone trying to speak. I've got spit from it's flying in my face. I don't know how that's happening, but so there we are. What I need to do is quick is right, MKM van, up van, all van and dad van, yellow car, white, sick, black and blue, and about 50 other cars on top of that. Obviously there's been about 400 or so, but I haven't looked at them because I was on the phone. But when I was looking, yeah, being coughed over, there's nothing I can do about it. The government are controlling it. No, I've got no choice in that. Right, black and blue, so black and blue, sick, white, timed, same again. So I'm stuck next to a cell call, there's nothing I can do about it. The radiation sharing, but the government are doing this on purpose. Right, getting off the bus, I'm almost hit by a car. But I have to get off the bus because next phone call's made next to me, but right in my ear. He's right in my ear. He's moving about like a fucking zombie. But he's like a cool looking sort of, I don't know, sort of football player type sort of, in his 40s. So I'm a bit pissed off about that. More sneezing and more coughing. And basically, that takes you to where I am. 3 lots of spit talking in my face, lines in my face, not much I can do about it, is there? Right, so I'm choked by catalyst because it's reversing out of me because they're doing it with every single car that passes. So it's got gas catalyst, Christ, catalyst, vinegar mixed with rubbing 2 stainless steels against crest type of smell, except 100 times stronger, yes, Christ. Right, so now we get an ear-shattering loud bike to an erection, make it fucking clear you're on your bike, mate, yeah? Go on, Christ, you want to fucking start playing on the specific music tracks that are fucking twisted, you fucking hell-bent bastard. Right, so a bike and a motorbike timed to an erection. Drains hit over timed as I pass drain cover to tell me nice and fucking clearly that we've smashed your fucking life down the drain and sliced your wrist with a creator god. I'm going to rip you to fucking pieces in your next life, sort of thing. Right, so then there's a couple of spastics walking my way. aged 40 up, all of them. So yeah, I'm a spastic because I got off the bus, but I had to. What's happening is they got me down as stupid, and I bet that drain car gets it. No, it doesn't. That's sly. It was a green sexual car anyway. I bet, you know what they do is they get me in this trap, and then they tell me I'm stupid because I've been forced to rearrange my schedule, telling me I'm a spastic, basically. Well, you can't help rearranging your schedule when you've got all this fucking malicious fucking force against you, fucking you up. Right, anyway, turn the camera off, bang goes a fucking drain cover to smash in my fucking ears, Christ. Yeah, my life's down the drain, right, you crawty cunt? It's down the fucking drain, you little nasty bastard. That's right, car, white, Christ, white. You nasty fucking piece of shit. There we are, fucking put it down that fucking drain, go on you evil bastard, Christ. Right, he's being knife dead, molested children, said there's nothing I can do about it, the creator's fucking fallen. And then there's been 6 loud bikes tied to my erection, tied to my willy shooting out caught impulses, Christ, yeah. My willy's up over a bike, Christ. I'm getting pissed off with it. Right, a bird tweets knife dead and shot down repeatedly. There's nothing I can do about it. God's fucking fallen. I tell you now, if the burning gets any worse, I'll tell you what, I'm going to bomb Hinkley Point Power Station graffiti on sexuality. This is where, all this problem, all these fucking threats I've had in my fucking life, every fucking threat, in fact, has resulted back on sexuality, except a couple of graffiti things that I done, and a bottle I smashed on a gravestone many years ago. But even then, again, come to that. Threats has always been the cause, but 99% of all threats, all problems, is related to sexuality. And the problem is, when it comes to sexuality, I've not ever had anyone, apart from being raped as a child. So what they do is they go back and start digging at the nearest possibilities, like this girl swam with you at school or whatever, and you must have touched each other in the swimming pool. You're digging at this fucking Wayne's World, you know, just going on with whatever, just to find any excuse. Or even Stephanie, even though I've never had sex with Stephanie, because it's a good excuse of the past where they twisted stuff there, they think that why not just use that night as a good excuse to start war? Or the Sadie Dando business, Ian Dando business. Bird goes, wee, 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 as if to say, you molested a kiddie. Yeah, the creator's a menacing bastard, cursing all the animals. Right, yeah, I'm a fucking rapist, Christ. I'm a kiddie fiddler. Yeah, Christ. I'm dead, Christ. I've been stabbed with HIV, Christ, yeah. I'm a perv, Christ. Yeah, you're absolutely fucking satanic, Christ. You're malicious, you're fucking Satan. You're fucking evil, Christ. You're fucking possessive, you bastard. Burn your fucking creation in fucking hell, Christ. You fucking diseased cunt. Right, I'm being shot dead. This is never and ever the good weather said. Never and ever the good weather, Christ. I'll tell you what, never and ever the fucking good weather is, Christ. Because I'll rip your fucking creation apart. You nasty, nasty bastard, Christ. Come on then, Christ. Come on, you vicious cunt. Come on, tear me to fucking fuck, Christ. Come on, you nasty fucker. Yeah, I'm being punched, bashed out, Christ. That's right, I'll get a knife and smash it right in your fucking eye if you turn, Christ. You nasty bastard, Christ. You fucking nasty fucking piece of work, aren't you? You're just absolutely fucking dangerous, Christ. You're satanic and I'm coming to pieces. I'm trying to fucking come apart, you fucking nasty bastard. Son. Sexual son. You fucking evil demonic bastard, Christ. And you can pull the other fucking leg. Everyone's had sex, said. A woman about 30 with sarcastic accent said it. I did this on the wrong camera, but I'm going to keep it on there anyway. So basically what's happened is a person's walked past me and it says burning in love, and it's got a picture of a couple, young couple, kissing and cuddling in a sexual way. Right, with a sun glare and a slippery path, worse than it was last time I came down here, means that the cloudy weather's brought everybody out. And as soon as I come here it's sunny, but you know, they made the path fucking messy. I got mud all over me just trying to walk through this fucking stupid thing that I managed to get through even on that torrential rain day. The government are up to their tricks trying to disguise, trying to make it look like it's cloudy on my pictures, of general pictures I take. Not when I get to places where I want to take proper pictures, but taking general pictures and deliberately making it cloudy to make it look like I'm lying when it's saying the sun's come up. Well, I went to get the other camera out just because I wanted to document the ground basically, which is the mud, to explain that it's more muddy than usual, and I wanted evidence to prove that it was muddy. I didn't really think about the weather at the time, but as soon as I pushed record, that sun went down in a sly way. And then obviously I decided to give up. Well, I did a recording of it, but whether I keep it I do not know, because I did it in the cloud. It make it look like I'm lying. And then as soon as I put the camera away, the sun's back out at full blast. Right, if we take out of the equation before I went out, the weather how it was before I went out, because it has been cloud today, but it's awkward to explain. But if we just go to actually me in the time period I was actually out, there's been about, hang on, look it out. I was going to say about 15 minutes, but I don't think that's the case. I think it's just a little under that, because it's been mostly sunny right through. I'll probably say about 10 minutes in total, but it's not, how do I put it? It's clouds coming over here and there. It's not like a cloudy spell, if you know what I mean. It's just where the old cloud is going over, blocking the sun from going. But you have had up to 3 minutes of this occurring. The longest period was just over 3 minutes. And that was when I was doing the picture that I tried doing in the church. I've got a sore ass, so I can't go very far. What's happened is the hot weather, sunny weather, has just caused me to sweat. Obviously you expect this at this time of the year, because we're early in May, but yeah, I've actually had to come to a stop. I've actually got a sore ass, so I'm not very fucking happy about that. But the other thing is the hard water at my place causes that as well. I used to bath every single day when I was living at Bridgewater in West Street. When I moved to Burnham-on-Sea, I had to limit that to twice a week because of this problem. Itchy skin and sore fucking cracks and whatever. And gooch. I'm going to be unpolite about it, but not a subject I really like thinking is it exactly the best subject, is it? It's not exactly, it's rather personal, but well, this is the problem we have now. The water supply is so fucking hard, it's hardly drinkable, and at the same time you're just burning from it, or fucking itchy, whatever. But I can tell you now, even though that's what's occurring, that is not what is the causes of this burning issue. Like I said, I can't guarantee 100% it's actually being done by energy weapons or anything like that, by the neighbours or some form of stuff like that. Believe it or not, the magnetron is something like 4.2 gigahertz. A Wi-Fi box is 5. So I can't even guarantee it's caused by that. Anyway, I will mention one thing that has annoyed me. This was yesterday. I'm going to bring it up because I don't care. I'm being treated like a piece of shit. I'm burning and everything else. I could lose my life or whatever. So neighbours are being sly about it. So I'm going to mention the truth, And it's one specific neighbour. Obviously I can't give the surname, but her name's Grace. She's one of the neighbours that lives at my place. I came back from going to the church yesterday, and when I spoke to her in the corridor, as she left to go out, I'm not going to bring the staff into it, but I reckon that specific staff worker that was there heard what she said. But like I said, I'm not going to cause trouble, It's not to do with the staff, it's between me and her. So if I see her, I'm going to try and sort of, I'm definitely not going to be going to Mind on Wednesday, which is the Mind Cafe. So basically she said, when she walked out, she just said a sly comment. She said, Dead Tron, something like that, Dead Tron. But that's not the only thing she said recently. The other thing was going back, when was it? She has been friendly, she spoke. It's just after the time that I spoke at the bus station. Let me just think a minute. I've got to stop this because I've got to think when it was. It was in the evening on the Saturday, I think. Basically, she thought I was Savenne, made a remark and said something else, and I just ignored her. I didn't say nothing. I thought, well, if it's like this, don't bother. However, because I'm a polite person, I did speak yesterday. But either way, with another remark at the thing, I thought, well, if it's like that, and she could even be causing the burning, I don't know, but whatever's causing it, I'm not very happy about what's causing it. I mean, I'm going out now, and well, actually the burning's still been there right up until about 10 minutes ago. It's only starting to ease now. It's well, maybe a bit more than that, maybe about 20 minutes ago. It's there, but it's very mild. It's actually still there, but very mild at the moment. So whatever's gone inside me, or whatever's caused it from my place, is certainly leaving after effects that are bad. And I've still got it now. And this is a couple of hours from, you know, from when fucking sun. Anyway, I'll leave it there because I'm boiling hot. I forgot to mention, it's already been mentioned and it's probably already on YouTube, but I want to re-mention it just to, regarding this issue. I was speaking to someone about this burning, and when I say the possibilities, they just say that if someone's doing it, is basically they said that if the person that doesn't know you is doing it without any reason, then if it is being caused, it's done to be spiteful or to stir trouble, using these sorts of weapons to try and burn people. So they say that basically what was said when I went to church is I mentioned talking about, and they were saying it's probably a way to cause trouble, to get you aggravated with what's going on, and is a way to cause trouble in a sly way, so that it looks like they're doing nothing wrong, and it comes back at you if you start moaning about it or anything else, or retaliating. Now this burning started within the first couple of days of February, but it wasn't just February it started, it actually went back to January, but it was different. So we had a bit of eye problems in January, and it started on the 1st of January 2024, but it wasn't until the first couple of days of February that it started. And then after that, the burning got so bad, it was making me so ill. I was doing 111 calls, and I nearly had to call 999 on the last night before I went to stay at my dad's. And then when I went to stay at my dad's, it wasn't happening for 6 weeks, and I thought, this is very strange. I felt normal for 6 weeks. When I came back to my place, I had a whole load of threats saying that I've gone down to that area to try and rape girls or whatever, so I was not very happy about that. And you know, with all this accusation and all this shit of saying that's the reason I've had to leave my place or visit someone else or whatever, you know, it's uncalled for. It's not. So that shit stirring started, but that shit stirring that started got violent, and it ended up with me having to photograph someone who was getting aggressive to smash me in with a fucking knife because of it. So that's how nasty it's getting. This is why I'm not in a very happy mood about all this energy weapon lark, if that's what's causing it. But the thing is, when it's being mentioned, what they're doing it at times like this. I mean, if we go back to last night, they're threatening, saying that if anyone tries to chat me up from America, or they'll either be shot dead, or they'll blow up the Houses of Parliament at the White House at Pennsylvania in the United States. So, you know, it's just, people are getting quite nasty about it. They don't want me to have anything because they think I'm Savant, and they're getting very nasty about it. So that's the way it is at the moment. I do not know why, but they're getting extremely fucking nasty at the moment about all this. So that's that. Right, so we've had a further 1 minute of cloud, which is a bonus, isn't it? But when the sun comes out, we've now got rain. So the rain's mixed with sunshine at the moment. So they're doing it in that way, where the sun's out at the same time, but it's raining at the same time. Right, I've just about reached the destination, or the place of where I wanted to take a picture the other day, but I couldn't because the sun came out, which was on that Saturday. So I'm back to where I was at my initial plan of where I wanted to go, but it's weather dependent, because at the moment, obviously there's a bit of rain with sunshine together. You've had another minute of cloud cover, but you just have to wait and see. There's nothing I can do about it. At least I've got an hour's piss about. There's bound to be a cloud that comes over, and looking at the clouds up there is a lot of cloud, you see. It's not, but you know, they seem to be getting it in a way where I'm missing all that cloud, even though it's there. It's like it's every day. It's sunny every day. Right, that old man passed, and I say thanks as he please for me to pass. Sad, well sad. Right, I just wasted a battery. I stopped the recording due to interruption. I wanted to redo moaning about this morning in a more clarified way. I got about 15 minutes through the video, and I lost what to say because someone came past. But what I was mentioning is about the specific thing that was said last night, and about blowing the Houses of Parliament up in the United States, which occurred by a neighbour after I got a SIVEN threat, and saying that my name is not Justin when it is Justin, and saying if they try finding me out, a partner or girlfriend from the United States to come into the UK, then they're going to blow the Houses of Parliament up in the United States. Well, while mentioning that specific part of the recording, this oldish bloke went past, roughly about 65, maybe he was old, and he just said in a groany way, the British government, I can't remember the wording he used, he basically said the United States government are fucking nothing with the power that the UK have got. I can't remember the exact term of what he said, but that's what was said. Right, a Karen van parked in the, started as I pass parking area. They want to apply Karen Dando, Sadie Dando, lies to rip you to fucking pieces. That's right, Christ, you fucking demented bastard. Right, I decided to get the camera out just to confirm that it's sunny. The sun goes in, and then as soon as I put the camera away, the sun comes out again. But it gets even better because just in the last 3 minutes there's been some animal voice sound, so I started to record on any of the cameras that I had out at the time. As soon as I push record, the animal sounds come to a sudden stop. As soon as I push stop, it suddenly happens again. So you can't fucking win, can you? God's fucking fallen. Well, I reached the destination of where I want to go. I've just done this on the other camera, and the sun's come out, meaning that I'm not going to be able to take the pictures of signs and lanterns or whatever it is I wanted to take a picture of, because the government need to make it sexual weather. Paedophile, sex grad, pa said, or whatever, I can make out what was said. Right, I'm on the edge of Stoke sub Hamden, bordering Norton sub Hamden, which is on a regular walk that I take, and I've just had a bloody argument with someone aged about 60, who looks very similar. It's hard to explain the description of this person, but I need to mention it because I'm not very happy. So he had blue jeans, he was about 6 foot tall at least, so this is a tall person, had a very similar appearance to, well actually there's a record called Agent Orange, Getting Rougher Chaos Mix, which is an old school jungle track, which is known as Chaos and Julius set Fear the Future, on the proper release, where there's a picture that's drawn on there. This bloke looked like that, so this looked like someone who's a rough person, someone you don't want to mess about with, but a different type of rough to what the regular SIVEN prep type rough, not the bearded type. Very similar looking to, you know Sid James on Carry On Camping, very similar looking to that, but less rounded in the face. He was wearing like jeans, I think it's blue jeans, and he had like a top on, so he had like a darkish top. Yeah, it's a biggish build chap, and basically the battery went flat, sorry. So yeah, so what he did is he had an argument, and he said, you get your fucking, you stop chatting to her. He didn't say the name of who it is I'm supposed to be chatting to, and you don't have anything to do with her. Don't even pass, don't even say nothing. Don't go where she goes, or you'll be walking, or you will be fucking, you'll be taken, I'll have you, I'll fucking, you just better fucking, it was like a really serious warning. And I thought to myself, well, I don't know anyone that goes to Stoke sub Hamden or whatever, or Norton sub Hamden. He just sort of said, you just do not talk to her, you do nothing, you just keep well out of this person's way. But he didn't say who, because, like I said, I'm at Thorn House in Yeovil. When I come here on the bus, I'm only visiting, and I don't actually know anyone here. But he's mistaken me, or something's gone wrong. But he made it clear, and he could tell. He's definitely wanted to speak to me. He didn't mistake me as SIVEN, but he's definitely had strong words with me, saying he doesn't want me to speak with a specific person, and he got nasty about it. So that's left me a little bit shaken a bit, because this person's not a person you want to argue with. This is not a very happy type person. It's not a rough where someone would lose their temper. This is a normal person. This is a normal stern type person. Very similar to DJ Ratty looking for appearance, but not quite like DJ Ratty, because the DJ Ratty type kind of like this is more rougher looking in the face than DJ Ratty than what he looks like today. And he's a techno producer, one that did all the old school tapes and jungle mixes back in the 90s. Very similar to how he looks today, not how he looked back then, but how he looks today. But obviously a bit more rougher and maybe not so round in the face, hard to explain, but a mixture of that DJ Ratty or Sid James, very similar. But either way, I'm not happy about the experience, because obviously I gotta find out what's going on. You know, I gotta sort of do the documentary. You know, didn't manage to photograph him because it wouldn't be the right thing to do, and it'd be dangerous to do that. But yeah, he's made it clear he is not bloody happy with me. So I've had two people walk past me, bearded type, rough people, and they just said this as they passed. They said, "Ah, Tron!" Something like that. I'm trying to rephrase it. "Ah, Tron!" Something like that. I can't remember how. I can't do it properly, but that's what they said in that sort of accent. In like that. You know when I mention that stupid laugh, that Savenne laugh they do, like ha 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 ha. It's hard to explain, but when they do that specific laugh, they said it in that sort of term, when "ah, Tron," but in a stupid way, if you get what I'm saying. So just mention it. Crowbird says charm, that's fair enough to left. I might have actually got some voice sounds on this recording. That's very rare. I will check it to make sure. Choked my catalytic converter. That has to be started and be organised. You know, there's nothing I can do about it. And drain cover smashed over. Choked my more catalytic converter. The lady that usually speaks to me in the shops, not speaking today for some reason. Interesting. Drains hit over catalyst stench. And there's been a sexual track playing in the music track playing in the car. Just thought I'd mention, when that person started on me earlier saying for me not to chat to this woman, if it wasn't sunny, I might not have walked into that person, because I did actually kind of divert to take a quicker route, which aligned me up for that person. But at the same time, I would have been on the same path anyway if I went the other way. But because it's sunny and hot, I decided to take a shorter route. So would I have still walked into that person if it wasn't sunny? Either way, at least I found out that this person's not happy with me for something. Well, the only people I've spoken to, basically the women, are the people at Thorn House, basically, where I live. Or the people that have gone to these religious places like the church. I've not spoken to any other woman, apart from staff at work at supported housing, or the social workers. That's it. Bird tweets, "Knife you dead." Knife you dead. Like that. Right, I'm at Chiselborough Church. I've already done this recording, but I'm going to do another recording for you. I've mentioned this cupboard before, so what's happened is that cupboard's been blocked off. It's been stoned up because the police or enforcement that are regulating the church rules have been ordered to concrete these basements up because of paedophilia in churches. So basically what happened is, before that was stoned up in the 1990s, church wardens, vicars, rectors, the people doing the speech, the Christian members, the general people that visited the church, visitors, they'd all grab a sexy child, as they would call it, and then they would take that child down in that cellar. They'd have a secret room where they had a bed and something like that, and then they would enjoy sex with each other. So men were having sex with children, women were having sex with children, police officers were having sex with children, boys were having sex with children, girls were having sex with children, and teenagers were having sex with children, like they do today. You know, you walk in the streets and you see people in their teens pushing a buggy. You see people in their 20s pushing a buggy. and their 30s, and then you're told you're a sick cunt if you don't have sex over the age of 40. So all these people have been sick little weirdos, and they've had sex with children. They made children pregnant. But if we go back many years ago, even Jesus Christ had sex with children. Jesus Christ had sex with Mary Magdalene. So he really did her, that Magdalena. Jesus Christ really fucked her right out, because she was a prostitute, and Jesus wanted to cleanse her from her sins. And Jesus poured out his spirit right up all over her. And then Jesus claimed to be the Messiah after fucking the guts in and out of Mary Magdalene. So there we are. Jesus is not innocent either. But if you don't follow Jesus Christ, you'll go to the fire of hell, because Jesus Christ is your only saviour that can save you from Satan, who throws you in the fire of hell, if you look at it on the principle of Christianity. Most of these people that used to go to the church and have sex with children, they moved to other religions, like going back to the Catholic faith, or they go to the Jehovah's Witnesses. Jehovah's Witnesses, they fuck children all the time. The Jehovah's Witnesses, they're beyond belief. So, not a place you want to go unless you're really bored or got nothing else to do. And if you do go, you're only going for the entertainment of the occasional one or two that are not paedophiles, like the old grannies or whatever. But I can tell you now, most of the people go to all religious organisations that has a variation of the King James Bible, whether it's Christians, the Catholic Church, or whether it's Jehovah's Witnesses. They've all got the same formula. They use the same kind of Bible, and in some countries it's actually illegal because of Jesus Christ having sex with children and touching up children and rubbing his body against children and she was younger than that. Mary Magdalene was 11 years of age when Jesus Christ fucked the guts in and out of her and made her pregnant. Jesus had 2 children with Mary Magdalene, so Jesus was in his 20s when Mary Magdalene was 11. However, there's some conspiracy saying that actually Mary Magdalene was actually 9 when Jesus fucked her. But that can't be verified at this minute in time. But either way, Jesus Christ is funny, people are funny, and they have sex with children, and it's never going to stop. And in fact, the innocent people that have never had anyone all their lives, like myself, are the ones that are being nailed as having sex with children, or being nailed as pedos, or to have their life taken, or whatever. But also, people get nasty, because people have got this agenda about them. They have so much feeling for their kids, they feel so much for their children. My enemies, they have so much feelings for their children. So what happens then is when your enemies have feelings for their children, it means that if you walk past them in the street, they will tell you, you get out my way, or I'll become a hard man, I'll bash you in, I'll inject you with weed killer, I'll kick your head around like a rugby ball, or I'll fucking smash you to fuck, or I should gun you dead, or break in your flat, or destroy you, or set you alight in petrol. They got so much feelings, you see, the feelings inside them. They're getting uptight. Their feelings are coming out real hard because of their children, you see. And they suffer terribly for their children. They have feelings, you see. It's their feelings. They're getting uptight. Their feelings inside. They're suffering. They're suffering because the heart of them feel for their children. They feel bad for their children. They've got feelings for their children. And they're suffering. And it's making them get violent. It's like women. It's like when a man is suffering for his girlfriend, he loves her. He won't have anyone touch her or say anything towards her or go near her. So that person gets violent, angry. He wants to murder you because he's suffering inside, because he has feelings. He's got that feeling where he needs that girl. He doesn't want that girl to get hurt. He protects her with like a lion. He's suffering inside. He has that feeling. He's got feelings for his partner. He has the feeling, you see. He's suffering those feelings. He has a heart of feelings. In the same way as Jesus Christ had sex with 11-year-old Mary Magdalene when he was in his 20s. So obviously, we'll keep it short and simple and leave it there, everybody. It's nice to know you all, you weird fuckers. On Saturday, there was a family that walked past. They're talking about some wigwags that live... very windy. Wigwags. Right, wigwags is, I thought it was the sort of name of the dens, because they're saying wigwag dens. Or there's wigwags that live in wigwag dens. Well, I found out today, just a few minutes ago, that the wigwags are the people that live in the woodland at Tinker's Bubble. So it's got it listed as Stoke-sub-Hamden, but it's actually Norton-sub-Hamden. So yeah, there's some people that live in the woodland, and it's called Tinker's Bubble. Well, when these people walked past yesterday, when they were on about wigwags, I thought they were referring to a different part of the woodland. At the time I forgot all about the Tinker's Bubble, but I think that's what they're referring to. So I've already been there, and they're a bit funny about you taking pictures there, by the way. So went there a couple of years ago, I forgot all about that, but yes, it's Tinker's Bubble, it's not wigwags, which the family said, it was on Saturday when I walked past of where they're going. When I say wigwags, I mean wigwags, not wigwams. They said wigwags. So, if they said whams, it sort of gave that impression that they made a slip when they were speaking, but they definitely said wags and not whams. So, anyway, I'll leave it there. Right, it means mapping out a massive amount of cars on that specific stretch of road. They're doing it on purpose now. Right, so they need to set up about 50 cars in just under 2 minutes. I'm being choked by a catalytic converter. There's also come out in a black and blue pattern. There's been a grey sector has been smashed over a drain cover. Over half the cars were smashed over drain covers and have been choked by catalyst. Today I passed a family who are enjoying a walk and a day out at Norton-sub-Hamden. They said at Little Norton-sub-Hamden there are some wigwags that live in wigwams. It's known as Tinker's Bubble. They live wild with about a dozen people, and they're a strange lot, and I'm told they're very peculiar types of people that live in wigwams and are nicknamed the Wigwags by the community of Stoke-sub-Hamden and Norton-sub-Hamden. Anyway, these wigwags, they hunt animals, they light a fire in the evening, they live together, and they live off the grid. So it's a traditional way of living, the nature way of living. And they said that there are some signs that sound a bit peculiar, but it's just the way they write them. It's definitely a place worth checking out. Girl possesses a knife, dead Justin. Not done on purpose, and can't even see me and is far away. But something's cursed her, or something's caused that to her speech to come out like that. Catalytic converter reverses back on me, and there's about 15 cars roughly choked by catalyst. Lisa Pike looked like a bus stop, and someone in the cars is knife dead. There's been about 40 cars roughly. Moderate flow of about 80% and about 60% suggestion. Lots of bow whistles. I don't know if it's from birds or whether it's from people, but there is a lot of whatever